Speaking of entertainment, Anthony Albanese is apparently on the decks. This is a question without notice at Kyle and Jackie O's wedding this weekend, and he's getting slammed. He's having to justify why he's going. Does he need to justify why he's going?
Pick your company and I pick your character.
Oh, okay. And what do you reckon?
Oh, no, look, I've got beef with Kyle Sandilands going back a long time. My big question on this one is Anthony Albanese friends with Kyle Sandilands outside of work? Do they meet up? Do they have a beer? Because what I'm guessing here is this is both of them getting something out of it. This is a bit like Meghan and Harry inviting Amal and George Clooney to their wedding, having barely met them. Look, I know he goes and does radio with them every week. I don't love it. It's not a good look. Are they mates? Do they catch up outside work? If they don't,
look, when you've got families that can't pay their electricity bills and can't pay for their food, and we have a Prime Minister that think that this is okay, and to also show it, go privately, keep it under the radar if it's something you're going to do and they're your friends, even though I don't like that, because it's quite insulting. People are seeing our leader do that when they're struggling to how am I going to pay for my rent.
We had the Alice Springs issue as well, of course, the PM at the tennis 3 nights in a row. That annoyed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Amanda, under the radar, Kyle has never done a single thing in his life
I was trying to be polite.
I want to ask you girls about Joe Biden. I wrote a column today in the Daily Telegraph. It's still there. Go check it out. Saying that age isn't the issue. People keep talking about his age. I know 90-year-olds who are sharp as tacks.
Yes.
He is cognitively in decline. That is the issue. I don't like this ageist thing. I think if you're 80 or 90 and you're still sharp, and you should not have to step back from the top end of town or step out of public life purely because of your age. It's what impact that age is having on your ability to do your job. What do you think?
Well, I think the Democratic Party actually don't like him because they're putting someone up who's vulnerable.
It's sad.
Imagine if that was your grandfather and that he's been put up and people are mocking him and making fun of him. Even if you don't like the Democratic Party and people are using him as a tool and mocking, people need to grow up for starters. But also we need to ask, why is his own party doing this to him?
Ange?
Oh, because they don't think they have a decent candidate to stand in at this stage. Look, do you remember back when Hillary Clinton was accused for the same, you know, the fact that she was too old to be looking at being a candidate? I don't mind what the age is. I don't care what the number is. I heard a fabulous podcast with Jane Fonda at 85 the other day. It was the funniest thing I've heard in ages. But if Joe Biden is incapacitated and has that cognitive decline, then he's not fit to stand for the next election. And I think, you know, you want people around you. We know in the past that medics have you know, people like the doctors that looked after Michael Jackson and things, they endorse them, they keep them going. And we don't want this in this case. You have to have a doctor. In fact, if I was Joe Biden, I'd be saying to my doctor, if I'm not fit for this, you need to tell me I'm not.
Yeah. You look at the people around him, someone has got to tell him. And it's not just about America, it's about the state of the rest of the world. How significant is our reliance upon the strength of America now to protect us given the geopolitical situation we find ourselves in? It's actually not sad, it's terrifying more than anything else.
Well, yes, it is also. And because he's a good front as well. God.